Hi ladies, welcome back to my channel. So I wanted to talk about the upcoming trend, if you will, that is melanin maxing and why this and other practices are a good idea for women with melanin rich skin, especially in this case for my viewers, Black exoticals, women with darker skin tones, etc. So, for those who don't know, melanin maxing is a spin off of looks maxing, where looks maxing is you do pretty much anything that it takes to make yourself look better, whether it's losing weight, whether it's doing gua sha, lymphatic drainage, for some people, even surgery, getting hair extensions, whatever it takes to maximize your looks potential. And applying that to your melanin maxing is doing everything that you can to make your skin tone pop, to make your melanin appear richer and more vibrant. And it's not necessarily trying to be darker for the sake of being darker, which is totally fine if that's what you want to do. But it's more so along making sure that your skin tone looks more uniform. So especially for girlies that live in a cold climate where you're covered up for half of the year, like myself, obviously like your chest, your legs, your arms, whatever, they're going to be slightly lighter than your face, your neck, and maybe even your hands, because those parts of your body are exposed throughout the year. And so if you don't want to look like a pale chicken like myself, I don't like looking pale. When the sun comes out, I like to tan. Some people call it tanning. Anna Renn, by the way, she's the one who coined the term melanin maxing. But yeah, like finding ways to increase your melanin so that you look more uniform, and then ultimately like your skin tone will glow and look more vibrant. And so you can achieve this by, I don't recommend doing tanning beds, stay away from that. It can increase your risk of cancer. You can naturally just be out in the sun if you want, but make sure that you wear your sunscreen and make sure that you're not staying in the sun completely to the point that you burn, but just slightly exposing yourself to some sun. So when the weather gets nice, if you can just stay outside and maybe put on a pair of shorts and a short sleeve shirt or a cutoff shirt, so that those parts of your body that were covered during the winter is able to get adequate sunlight. And then for me, I like to cover my face. Number one, because again, my face has already been exposed throughout the year, but also I do not want to increase my risk of getting wrinkles. So I just cover my face. I mean, black don't crack, but still, I just cover my face with a hat, or I'll sit somewhere where, like on a lounge chair where my head is in the shade and then my body is in the sun. Or like what Anna Renn did in the video, you can just use a self-tanner. Self-tanners are very messy, so you can use the ones that you apply as a lotion the night before, and then the next day the color will come out, so you're able to go to sleep and not worry about ruining your sheets. For me also, I like to use skin glaze. I don't know, I can't remember what you call it, but skin glitter, where it's not just glitter, but they have oils that have like a little bit of foundation in them to help bring out your glow. Sometimes the girlies use that to bring out the natural glow in their skin, but also it gives your skin a deeper hue and a richer hue to just make your skin look more vibrant and more uniform. I know that one size, they have a brown sugar or brown cookie setting spray with glitter in it. I like to use that on my body. There's also various brands that have oils, shimmering oils and glittering oils that are colored that you can put onto your skin to help with that. And again, not only does it give you a beautiful glow, I like to wear that specifically in the night or if I'm going to be out in the sun so that my skin glistens, but it also enhances the melanin of your skin. It's almost like it doesn't bring out your melanocytes. Like, melanocytes are cells, but it's almost like the light reflecting from your melanocytes are able to reflect more when you have like self-tanner, those shimmering oils. Some people even put a little bit of body foundation on just to help enhance the melanin that you have. So that aside, that's great, a good practice to have. If you do melanin maxing, let us know how you achieve it down below in the comments. But I wanted to also pivot to why a trend like this is so important. And again, I know that people have been, Black women in particular of all shades, have been tanning for the longest while. But I think that it's important to romanticize this, if you will. And that's exactly what Anna did with coining the term melanin maxing, because Black women from across the diaspora, whether African women, Caribbean, African American women, we have all at some point encountered someone, whether from the Black community or not, who has told us that we should not want to get darker. We should stay out of the sun because it'll make us darker, as if being darker is a bad thing. Number one, if you're around people who are obsessed with color, who are obsessed with shade, who are obsessed with getting darker, and not even just for themselves, but they like to project that onto others, like they're worried about what the hell other people do with their body, you need to get away from that person immediately, because that is just internalized self-hate. I know that a lot of South Asian people are like that as well. And you're starting to hear a lot more darker skinned South Asian women speak out about this and actively resist. But for those people who like to project and say like stay out of the sun because being dark is ugly, even if they don't say it in those exact same words, those people are dealing with a level of self-hate that cannot be helped unless they go through years of therapy to uncover why they do not like dark skin. Because I've heard this from people with lighter skin and darker skin, where it's like you're so caught up and so worried about somebody else's complexion that you allow it to impact your everyday life to the point that you just cannot resist. You just cannot resist making a comment. Like, I remember when I was in middle school, there was a girl that I went to school with. Her dad was Black from Guyana and her mom was Indo-Caribbean from Trinidad. And so she was mixed race. And she was so obsessed with color. Her dad was a dark-skinned Black man. Her mom was like a brown-skinned Indo-Caribbean woman. Like, her complexion was probably similar to Thames. So it's not like she was fair or light skin. And so naturally, like, her and her brother were brown skin. Like, they probably would wear the Fenty shade, or she would probably wear the Fenty shade 420 or 410. But she thought that she was not dark skinned because her mom was Indian. And I remember one time a classmate of ours mentioned to her that she was half Black, and she was like baffled. Mind you, we were in high school when this happened. I think maybe we were 14 at the time. And she told me, she's like, oh, I mentioned to my mom that I'm half Black. And she's like, yeah, like, what do you think your dad is? Your dad is Black, babes. Like, you're living in the same house with him. Every single day you see him. Just because your mom is Indian doesn't negate the other half of your experience. And I'm mentioning this because she would always make comments about dark. There was this one guy in our class that was dark skinned. Honestly, he wasn't even much darker than her. He was probably maybe one shade darker than her, but she thought like she was so different and so much more fair than her because of her Indian mom. To the point that she would constantly berate this guy for having dark skin. And it's like, babes, like, all you have to do is be outside in like the Caribbean heat in the sun and you will look just like him. And there's nothing wrong with that. Like, she would throw dark skin as if it was an insult. And it was just sad to see that that was her mentality. And I know that specifically for Caribbean women and other races as well, other cultures as well, they like to project this onto women of darker skin. Like, we're supposed to hide who we are. We're supposed to want to stay out of the sun because looks maxing or melanin maxing is ugly. But now we're starting to see women like Renn reclaim that and say, fuck your insecurity and your colorism. I'm going to embrace what the hell I have. And that is the whole objective of leveling up. Embracing what you have and using it to your full potential. Not being ashamed of anything that you have, because shame is not going to help you. And a good example of what I talk about with leveling up, looks maxing, is Renn. She used to be overweight and she lost the weight because she wanted to be hot. She recognized that if she wanted to have access to the life that she has now, mind you, she dates like a lot of influencers that but she's also like 21 and young, so whatever. She's also very smart though. I'm not saying that to discredit her, but like, as a Black woman, many Black women like Black men, but she's able to access, they're not better quality because like DDG is one of them. He's not a high quality man just because he has money or he's adjacent to money, but she's able to access spaces that the average woman is not able to access, because instead of her being insecure about something that many women with her complexion are told to be ashamed of, she's embraced it. She has embraced it and she's played into it. Like, recently she went to Brazil for a trip. And instead of her being insecure about her dark skin, like, oh my gosh, I'm going to be in the sun, I'm going to look so ugly, she got tanning so that her skin can look even more even tone. And she embraced like big, thick, curly hair. That's the aesthetic that is celebrated in Brazil for Afro-Brazilians. And it honestly made her hotter. And as a result, because she was able to tap into something, she was able to embrace her aesthetic and play up on it and tap into that even further. That opened doors for more brand deals because number one, it signaled confidence, and brands like to work with women who are confident. But number two, she looked better. Okay, that she's an example of the myth that having dark skin is unattractive. She's a clear representation that you can be dark skinned and be fine as fuck, be finer than the preferences, quote unquote, because she looks the fuck good. Anyone who looks at Anna can agree that she looks good. No one can say that if you're saying, even if you're colorist and racist, if you say that Anna is ugly, you're just saying that because you want to be a hater. Because she's objectively, conventionally attractive. She has beautiful features, proportionate features. She's now, even when she was bigger, you could still see her features. She reminds me of Dank Damas, and she wasn't as big as Dank Damas. Like, that's not the point that I'm trying to make. It's just that Dank Damas is big, but like, she's beautiful. You can still see her features. And Anna Renn was also bigger, and you could still see her features, but she did not allow people to tell her, especially as a Black woman, like, oh, you're a beautiful girl, you're pretty, you don't have to worry about losing weight. You're trying to look white, and that's white supremacy, blah blah blah. I've heard that weight loss is white supremacy from Black people. She was like, no, okay, yes, I'm worthy, I'm beautiful, all that jazz, but if I want to increase my privilege in life, I know that I need to lose weight so that I can look better. I can conform with societal standards of valuing being in shape over being overweight, and it will open doors. And as a result, it has, because let's face it, if Anna walked around with being overweight, being insecure, being ashamed of her skin, and oh, I'm gonna stay out of the way and I don't want anyone to see me, then no brands would ever reach out to her. They would just, if they saw her photo on social media, they would just keep swiping and go find a girl that looks good. But Anna Renn capitalized off of her melanin. She's like, listen, this is literally, my skin is like jewelry. Like, I'm gonna flaunt it, I'm gonna polish it and make sure it looks amazing, and like, come get me. And yes, of course, there again are going to be people who do not relate to her and think that, oh, ew, like dark skin, whatever. Those are not the people. Those are just one group of people that you don't need to worry about. And for every person who opposes you embracing your darker skin, there are like 20 other people who are like, yes, babe, this is exactly it. And oftentimes I find that that's true outside of the Black community, because a lot of times, unfortunately, a lot of Black people, male and female, still hold on to colorist viewpoints, especially when it comes to a Black woman deciding that she wants to embrace her skin tone. So be like Anna, and if there are things that you know that you need to work on, like your weight, for example, you have 2 months before summer officially starts, start to lock in. It's better late than never. Lock in. Calorie deficit, intermittent fasting if you have to. Let go of the carbs, okay? Only eat complex carbs, so sweet potato, plantain, but don't let that be like your daily bread. Only eat it here and there when your body needs support with energy. So like during my cycle, or when I'm feeling a little bit stressed and tired from work, that's when I eat it to give my body that energy. But outside of that, like white potato, French fries, I still love me a potato chip here and there, especially sour cream and onion, but I don't make that a regular thing for myself, because I realize that when I eat those stuff, not only do I put on weight, but my face gets bloated, my body looks bloated, and I just don't look good. And this summer, I intend to be outside, and I intend to be wearing bathing suits, bikinis, and I can't do that if I'm big as hell. I can do it, but I'm not gonna look as good as Anna does if I'm chomping down on pizzas and pasta and all that stuff. So focus on protein with every meal, in addition to looks maxing or melanin maxing. And girl, you're not only are you gonna feel good, but like and look good, but you are gonna attract opportunities if you're on social media, just better treatment in public, better suitors, like just lock in and do not hide yourself, okay? Another example, just on the topic of Anna, she used to have a bigger forehead, and instead of her feeling insecure about that or hiding it, she fixed it. She didn't get any surgery. She simply just committed to growing the hair around her hairline so that it could grow and appear fuller, and now her forehead looks regular. Like, I would have never thought that she had a bigger forehead unless she shared that with her audience. So I'm saying all this to say that there are ways to improve your life, but if you have a limited mindset and you stay around people who try to project their limited mindset onto you and who internalize colorism, racism, and then project onto others, you are going to remain stuck and insecure. And honestly, one of the worst things that you can do as a woman who lives in this day and age is to be insecure. Like, being insecure, you're literally working at a deficit. You are literally swimming upstream, because this is a day and age where women have the most privileges and powers and rights and benefits than any other point in history. Women now can choose to get married or not without it meaning poverty or not. Okay, there are women who literally had to get married, otherwise they would be out on the streets because they needed a man to take care of them. That's not the case anymore. You can choose a career over being in a shitty relationship, okay? You can also choose to go to Miami and wear a bikini. You can choose to be on social media and make money. You can choose to date a man and be married to a man who loves you and respects you and will honor you above anybody else. Like, we have so many options, and to waste all of that potential and privilege on being insecure is a damn shame, especially if you're a beautiful woman and you're a beautiful woman with dark skin. Like, lock in, babes. I'm telling you, there are people even outside of the Black community. I talk a lot about dating outside of your race on this channel. I talk about divesting from the Black community. There are people, non-Black people, who love Black skin, who love dark skin, and Black women hold themselves back because they internalize talking points like, oh, he's just fetishizing you if he mentions your dark skin, if he mentions your Afrocentric features. He doesn't actually like you. He just wants to fulfill his ebony dreams because of his corn addiction. When it's like, no, like, your features are literally what makes you beautiful, or literally makes you look average. Like, that's what people look at regardless of your skin. And so if you are going to pretty much tell other people, don't look at my features, don't comment on my features, then you're telling people, don't be attracted to me, ignore me, other me, don't notice me, make me invisible. When you could be like, yeah, you like my dark skin? Thanks. I like it too. Doesn't it look beautiful? Doesn't it glow? And you know what? There are people who will only want to sleep with you again to fulfill like their dreams of being with an ebony, quote unquote. But the same thing is true for Black men. Okay, there are many Black women who will tell you that they got with a Black man who hit it and quit it, and that was that. And there are Black men who actually fetishize non-Black women because they despise their own features and they despise their features on women. So, you know, it's not like you're gonna get better treatment just because you're dating a guy who shares a phenotype with you. So just keep that in mind. Anyway, these are my thoughts on the topic. Let me know what you think down below in the comments, and I will see you in the next video.